Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second match of the night for Week 9 of Season 5 Betty Overwatch League Fun Extravaganza. I'm Albino Joe. Casting with me right now is none other than Cal. How you doing, Cal?
Hey, I'm doing well. Doing well. Excited to cast some Overwatch. Always a good time. Always a good time to do it before you play too, so you're not as exhausted.
Yeah, exactly.
And it feels good.
You know, watching that last match, seeing some Torb, I don't know if they're cheesy strats, I don't know if they're serious, but Torb was played on Dorado at the start by both teams, I believe. Phoenix Blaze and Tree, if I remember correctly. Do you think we're going to see Torb between these two teams?
I would not be surprised at all. I expect specifically 3 Dans to run Torb, or should I say 1 Dan, because there's only 1 Dano left along.
Sad.
Heron and 30 Dan are both gone.
Yeah.
Which is pretty huge.
That's so sad. Wacky Tabaki, the emergency sub coming in for the 2 Dans that have failed to make it tonight. But we do have Dano, one of the 3 Dans representing at least.
The last
good, right?
Dan. Yeah.
The final Dan, but
final Dan to rule them all, and he will be playing DPS since both the main DPS starting before cannot be there.
Man, that's
on the
rough.
other side, everyone's here. It's them as you know it. It's the mad cow disease.
Yeah.
Starting off with McCree Hanzo.
I don't know, Cal. I'm kind of nervous to see how this game's going to play out here because, yeah, all members of Mad Cow Disease are all together. They're doing a formation of, McCree, Hanzo, just very strong healers on that team too, with Kazuki on Mercy and Destructive on that Brigida. Huh. Triple healer.
Running triple support and not 2 tanks. It's curious. Destructive dude on the Brig. Well, let's see how it works out for them.
Yeah, not much going on right now. Dano on that Tracer, doing Tracer things, not necessarily in the back line yet. But TV Junkie in the back line of 3 Dans 1 Cup, not really getting much done here. Fight is breaking out over the cart as it's going under the bridge. No one dying quite yet, but Cruz's shield is going down. That's going to be a very, very big problem for the offense here. But there is no capitalization on that as they just kind of let the cart be contested and gain all charge. What the hell's going on?
They're just both trying to look for a starting pick right now, as the defense don't want to give up any time for this phase of the push. But ooh, there's the first pick.
Yeah, headshot on Cuban Pete. They're doing their own duel on the side here, but Moira already has the ult. Zedek is popping that right away to give the team a foothold here, hopefully. But the other Moira popping as well, big. But they're making enough space for themselves. They move in, the hammer now comes up to crystallize, and they're gonna all die.
Goodbye to them as Dano traces all the way back to spawn. They did use a lot of ults for that between the Brig, between the Moira, McCree, and Reinhardt ulti. So the red side will have ult advantage coming in. We'll have to see how they use them.
Yeah, 3 Dans has the slight advantage here with ults for sure, but man, that just goes to show you how long that, dirtily cluster, whatever that was under the bridge was going on for. Both teams getting ults, both Moira's popping them. And Zedekis is halfway to another. Big pick from Wacky Tabaki there. The tire is coming out. The offense. Cruisemaster uses his Earth Shatter into another shield. Doesn't get anywhere with the charge. Gives the team plenty of space. And a Diva Bomb coming out of Wacky Tabaki does not find anyone. The res. Kazuki.
Oh, the dragon behind!
Big dragon coming out, finding Reinhardt. Cruz is down. And the offense is slowly not together. They have multiple people down. And this is going to be a dead push on the tail end here. As Cuban Pete's one of the last ones trying to push through.
So completely unnoticed by the offense, Kazuki Beans actually went all the way back and res TV Junkie behind the enemy team. That's freaking huge because he got that at those dragons that just confused the heck out of the offense, and it worked out for them.
That really, that was the deciding factor that won that team fight. Yeah, maybe Mad Cow could have won that team fight without it, but that was the tipping point right there. But ooh,
if he dies again,
Jesus. TV is not having a good day right now with the headshots coming to his face here, and offense really needs to take advantage of this here as another one goes down. So Evilite, but he is back up the rest from Kazuki. And the card is pushing right now. 3 Dance 1 Cup. The Earthshatter from the behind gets everyone. 4 people down. The charge comes in and they're all sped and confused. But Moira, all team Zedek is trying desperately to keep his team up. But Dano's dead. QB's dead. They do find Evelite in the mix. Crystallize is trying to be on the card as best he can, but the tire eventually gets him. And Destructive and Kazuki are 2 of the 3 left here. No, Huckleton.
It's just 3 supports.
Sorry, it's just support. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's decided. Over.
Yep, as this 3 support comp working out really well. It's hard to kill Destructive dudes, especially when he's ulting. They're gonna need some more picks. Josh Danko swapping over to a last minute Mei and Zed swapping to Zen. See if they can just get more damage out quicker. Oh, but Dano dying first, and they have no mercy res.
Yeah, that is not good right now. The offense here, 3 Dances going in 5-man, and the fight breaks out. Earthshatter does find a couple of people there, Destructive one of them, but they are not able to capitalize on it. The Hanzo up from behind TV, I believe, is able to find a little bit of damage on the team, but the attack is not looking too hot here as the fight is about to close. Dano, one of the last ones on the cart, and hopefully as a Tracer, he just gets the hell out of there and dies. Oh no, it's an overtime.
It's over. Yep.
My
and
bad.
That's a first point hold for the defense. And, you know, when you see first point holds, the first thing you have to think about is what will the other team do to try to hold it? They have to hold up close. And this is time for Torbjorn. It's time.
Oh, no.
I don't know if it'll work, but if there ever was a time, it'd be now.
Torb time? Is this? Oh, man.
I expect full cheese.
I mean, like, okay, so Torb, what are they going to run Bastion too?
It might be a little bit too cheese. I think they should run mainly just standard with the Torb, but Mei kind of serves the same purpose. Wouldn't be surprised to see her in the mix. And I'm curious if they're gonna keep with this triple support lineup with Destructive Dude on the Brig.
Yeah, and it looks, I mean, they're flashing it right there. Huckleton, you know, that Moira has been doing all sorts of work. Kazuki has been getting very, very key reses, especially on TV, as we've been seeing TV Junkie's been getting picked very early in a lot of these fights. Whether that's going to be the case on offense or not, I don't know, but defensively, Josh Danko bringing out the Mei. That's, I like the pick. Dano on Ana, he's known as a professional on Ana, personally, by me and I'm sure many others. Zedekis on Brig, don't know what that's going to be like, but Cruz bringing up that Reinhardt, Wacky Tabaki, playing the Diva that he was playing on attack, and Cuban Pete, the Junkrat.
I haven't actually seen Cuban Pete on DPS. He played a little bit of Junkrat last season, I believe. Unless he wasn't there last season, and then I'm just going crazy.
He was, I think he was benched last season too, but he did play Junkrat, I believe, if I remember right.
Yeah. And from the offense, we're going to be seeing, yep, that triple support lineup with TV on Widowmaker and Evilite on the Genji.
Yeah, Evilite off that McCree on the Genji. I don't know if he's been known too much as a Genji player, but he's been playing it the last couple weeks and been doing well. So I think he's trying to make a name for himself as a Genji player here. But hey, defense dropping down. 3 Dance 1 Cup is not necessarily in a good position here. They are freezing Crystallized. He's the first to fall. No more shield, but the rest does come out. Kazuki brings that shield back to life. And the fight is still breaking out around the corner here. Reinhardt Charge trying to find a kill on the Cruise Master. Crystallize. And right now, this push is pretty much dead unless a miracle can happen.
Yeah, the only good thing for them right now is Diva, Mini Diva, just trying to buy time. She's getting healed up, forcing TV off and actually remeching.
Oh no, they didn't stagger her at all. That's bad.
TV couldn't get the headshot. Mini Diva, super wily.
She's tiny, dude.
Yep. Very difficult shot to land. And as they keep going, the longer this stalls out, the better for the defense. They can't let them get past this choke, honestly.
Yeah, the 2 shields, Destructive and Crystallized up on Reinhardt and Brig here, and the rest of the team following suit. Evilite trying to find a way into the backline from the bridge. The fight is breaking out on the cart here. Cruisemaster swinging away, finding Crystallized. Crystallized trying to match 2 fire strikes, traded. The charge happens. A Reinhardt or the Junkrat tire is coming out of somewhere from QT. It finds Evilite, and a lot of people are dead suddenly on the offense.
Yeah, a lot of Qs pressed. It definitely worked out for them, but this will be ult advantage coming in for the offense. TV late stagger with it. He also pressed Q. Maybe he wants to switch. I don't know. I didn't see it.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. He did want to do it on purpose. He's on that fair now, so that's probably what they need. no true hit scan on Mad Cow Disease. I mean, they could probably pick him out of the sky. Maybe Dano's Anna, but with a Mercy on your team, TV's got not that much to worry about. But hey, fight's breaking out, and the first thing that happens is the May all the way back line apart here. The Crystallized Destructive, the frontliners of the day, frozen in that, and gonna be the first ones to possibly fall from this, but no, they don't. Wacky trying to get the back line, giving TV a little bit of a problem, but the Southwest is coming out and doesn't really find anyone, and all sorts of people are dying on the other side of the bridge. Crystallized trying to swing away, and he's not able to get too much going on by himself, but the rest of the team is there to support him. Destructive doing all sorts of work. Huggletune with the suck and TV from the sky, and they're able to cap this. There's one person left on the team, and it's Josh Danko trying to contest, but he wastes the ice block. He brings up the wall to get to the cart, but he's not there. He cannot stay on long enough, and Mad Cow Disease wins his first map.
It was really clutch out of the Mercy at the end there to keep everyone alive.
Play of the game.
Yeah, an Evil Light. Cigarette into the fireworks. What'd you do? Man,
They pressed all their Q buttons.
Oh, Shadow with the play of the game. Come on, Evil Light. No. Oh, the nut to the face.
And they all die.
Damn. That ult only found one person too.
Yeah.
Or at least it looked like.
Yeah, it was mainly off the Earth Shatter. It was just cleanup, but still, good by them. They kept a strong first point hold and stopped them from being able to push the payload at all, and it won them the map. I think they definitely, that very first fight that ended up lasting for like a minute and a half helped the defense out so much because they won it. Obviously, they just stalled it for so long that the offense really ran out of pushes. They could have, if they engaged on something and like lost it, and at least they would have had a couple more fights. But instead they just waste their time. And waste ults.
Yeah, very stally and nothing to, yeah, like you said, waste ults. I mean, just pressing Qs into other Qs is kind of what happened a little bit.
Yep. And they unfortunately didn't win it, so good job off the Mad Cow Disease.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, what do you expect from, you know, 3Dans1 Cup, the team that is currently playing an emergency sub, since both of their DPS players aren't in, you know?
Yeah. It's hard to blame them for not being maybe as coordinated or as like excited to go forwards. Just like you really need a voice, and I think Heron was that for this team. So it's hard to know how the comms are going.
Yeah, and I mean, in Dano and Danko, you know, that's kind of their skill on the team at this point, whether or not they're shot calling leaders who can kind of authoritatively say, hey, listen, this is going to be the plan right now, or if it's more of a free-flowing decision-making process. But I know that Heron is that DPS Pharah, or what, he played Tracer a couple times, or Hanzo, yeah. You know, how much his impact was, and Dirty Dan also, you know, a $0 player who is able to hold his own most of the time. I don't know. Do you know anything about Wacky Tobacco?
I have played with him a little bit. He normally is playing support from what I see, but on a team with Dano, Zed, and Cuban Pete, who are all support players, he's probably just more relegated to a fill role in the Diva.
Yeah, totally makes sense. But hey, game time. Danko on that famous Zarya, Dano on that Anna. Two picks that I like, and TV on that Hanzo again. Already getting all charged here to start this out. Here we are in Eichenwald.
This is Goats.
Oh. This is Goats on the defense?
On the
God.
offense. Wait, no, definitely on the offense.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, the fight's going off. Destructive Dude's dead.
Oh my god, Dano also dead. Okay, 5v5 on the point here as we're trying to see who's going to get control over this. Crystallized swinging away, but he gets pinned and eventually dies. A resurrection respawn on Destructive Dude, and it's going to be really big with that stun going on. Tobacco is demacked. Cruisemaster swinging away all over the place, and this push is done and over with as Tobacco is going to be the last pick.
So TD was behind them for about half that. He gets the first pick on the Dano, and then he just ends up fighting Lucio and Zarya for a solid amount of time for like 30 seconds while the rest of his team is fighting on the point. And that's huge. Like, how does he not die there? I don't know.
Skills. Skills, man, skills. Alright, well, hey, now that I have my directions figured out, because I'm directionally challenged here, they're doing goats again, but they had the Earthshatter to come in, and Destructive Dude is one of the first ones to fall along the TV. Has two very big damage dealers dead on Mad Cow Disease. Kazuki's trying to res the last one. Danko can't quite kill him there, and the Diva Bomb is coming in
this purple though
from the sky, does not kill a single person, and this push is not looking too healthy at this point. Huggleton, one of the less this push not looking too good for the defense. Holy crap, I'm directly challenged. Cal, what's wrong with me?
Well, unlucky. It's a lot of chaos. It's a lot of chaos. Anyway, the offense does win this, and they even get a late stagger on Kazuki.
Yeah, and they're pushing up hard, very hard. Dango in the forefront of that push along with Cruise Master. They're getting picks. Crystallized falls. Destructive Dude falls. Evilite falls. What the hell? And there is no one pushing the cart right now. I believe, actually, Zedekis is back there. Yep, Zedekis is patiently waiting on the Brigida, pushing the cart as the rest of the team of one Dan, one Cup falls back a little bit to take cover and comfortably just keeps this trucking along.
What's really important about them pushing this far up that you see some pro teams doing is the defense now can't. They look how far back they are stationed. They don't have position to even contest right now. They're gonna get so much free time.
Yeah, there's really no angle to hold once you turn that first point. I mean, this bridge they can try and hold, which is what they're looking like about to do. Destructive popping the rally, getting Cruise Master under, Crystallized under that too. But Cruise Master with a big ult, trying to find someone.
Oh, no.
No one goes in there. The ultimate comes down from Josh Danko. Two people in the black hole, three people in the black hole. Huggleton dies on the Zenyatta. There is no ult to save the rest of his team. But the rest does come out on the Crystallized. Kazuki trying desperately to keep her team up with the Valkyrie, but it's not necessarily working, as I believe there are more members of the attack on the field. Defense.
It's a 3v3 right now.
Yeah,
But
it is not anymore. Crystallized dead. Kazuki and TV trying desperately, but TV falls as well. Kazuki, one of the last ones on, trying to distract as much as possible. No res up, and she is falling with the pistol. Can't kill anyone.
But yeah, she does stagger a lot of time. Both teams are getting their characters back here, so.
Yeah, fight number 2. This is going to be a contested. Oh, the Earthshatter comes up. Does not find anyone with the 2 bubbles that Dango brought to the field. That is great. As Cruise Master's trying to get to the front, TV Junkie went too far in and ended up dying in a pin. Comes out of Cruise Master and he's deep into it with the Earthshatter. Another one. And there's no one left contesting the point. That is a cap point if I ever seen one.
Yep. Their team coordination is really working out. Those Zarya bubbles just saved them so hard. Now they're gonna get a couple more staggers, but it shouldn't matter as much as the fact that they got to push 3/4 of second point for free.
You know, I'm gonna just say something. I never realized that you could have a bubble and it acts like a shield. Because I think that Earthshatter tried to go through one of Danko's bubbles, but there's people in back of it, and they didn't get bubbled. Oh my God!
That's a huge.
Here comes a ball! Oh my what? Oh, the ults!
Q! Q!
Ah! Zedekis is nano boosted! What is going on? Stun Kazuki! Zedekis fighting dies. The end.
What was really so unfortunate about that for the offense is they blew 5 ultis. Josh Danko is back to 40% on his ult, but just the ultis went way better for the offense. I think that if they would have been a little bit more cohesive, if Zed could have shield bashed the Reinhardt as the Diva Bomb was going off, that would have been huge.
Yeah, that would have been very big. That shield saved the whole entire team in Mad Cow Disease. They only needed those 2 ults, but hey, it's a new push coming in. Crystallized, trying to get it with Cruise Master. Destructive. Earthshatter coming out of Destructive doesn't find anyone. Bubbles are on a lot of team members right now. Crystallized and
the offense is just losing members slowly and they keep fighting.
Oh my God, this Evilite! He's just killing everyone. TV in there too.
Yep, they've got to back up. Something to note: Destructive Dude back on the Reinhardt, Crystallized on the Zarya. They've probably been like this for a little while, and I haven't noticed, but that's pretty important because I think Destructive Dude probably more competent. Reinhardt definitely more of a main than Crystallized. So, just switching back to more comfort.
Yeah, Good swap on that. Crystallize does have the grab though, so watch out for that as it gets shot directly into Wacky Tobacco's defense matrix. And TV Junkie trying to pair with it, but it doesn't.
The supports.
Oh my god, the supports are dead. There's no one alive on Mag or on One Dan, One Cup.
Team kill.
Exactly. I've dropped like 5 IQ points, I feel like, over the course of this game. Help me out, Cal.
It's goats. You can't easily cast this. TV Junkie has just been like jumping in the backline and killing 2 supports every single time. It's pretty gross.
Yeah, 2-time most improved player of the season, pretty much. Doing all sorts of work here. And the next push from the One Dan, One Cup coming out of here, getting off.
Kills another.
Oh my god, Cube and Pete dead. TV is just like in the back line as well. It's Evo and TV just constantly picking people. That's how the game's played. And Evo is going to get Cube and Pete maybe. Or not Cube and Pete, sorry, Danko. But he doesn't.
He does finally get pushed back. Josh Danko and Dano swapping to Junkrat and McCree. Just a little bit more close range damage. Destructive Dude ults into the shield.
Yeah, that is not good. Destructive Dude falls and uses his ult to no avail, but Kazuki is ulting to make him back.
They're all down!
Shatter out of Cruise Master, finding all sorts of people on the enemy team here. And they're pushing, they're trucking along here. Evilite trying to get out with the Wraith, and Huggletune, the last 2 up. TV does come back into the fray. 2 DPS players will see if they can do anything to keep this cart from getting capped. And Zedek is command-A'ing into Evilite. Evilite getting onto the cart here. TV trying
Watch
to
the Diva Bomb if you can.
Does the Space Jam. Diva Bomb coming in and is not going to find. Take that back. Evilite does die. Ults everywhere on both sides. And Wacky Tobacco trying to find TV Junkie, but he's too wily. And he is going to live through it all. Cruise Master, one of the last people on.
He's killing everyone!
Oh my god, Cruise soloed the team and they're gonna push all the way in the grab! Oh my god,
wait,
Kazuki,
Mercy?
Multi-res! Huggletune back up! Oh! The shatter! Huggletune dead! Evil Eye in the sky! Kazuki on him! TV Junkie trying to fight as well! But no one's on the card at this point except for Kazuki, and they're gonna cap. Crystallize tries to get there with the bubble, but isn't it enough? And no, it is not destructive. It's there.
It's the last Winston. Kill him. They made it. A long road, but they've done it. All the way to 3rd point. They will cap it. 0 seconds remaining. Woo!
I'm sweating.
That was exciting.
Oh my god, the Cruise Master, the MVP, like 1v4ing the backline, and then pushing from the grab that Crystallize did not center properly.
Whew. Just so much action happening there and so many little things. Both teams ended up getting I thought the offense had the advantage in the ultimates at the end last fight there, but both teams just pumping out everything they had, and the Dans just getting a little bit more bang for their buck.
Yeah, and you know, I was actively confusing both teams, the attack and defense, because how I saw this match going. Mad Cow Disease, #1 seed, looking great going into this match, and then 3 Dans, you know, middle of the pack team, but with 2 of their, you know, star players, both DPS. I was not expecting them to put up that kind of a fight, and they did. Wacky Tobacco, his Diva Bombs, although they haven't been finding a lot of people, they're making people run and hide into, you know, all the mole holes in the map or whatever corners they can find. It's zoning and it's doing its job. It's not about the kills with those for the most part.
Yeah, if your name's not Josh Danko, then you don't expect Diva Bombs to be getting 3Ks every single time. So
too real.
Yeah. And we're gonna be seeing it. The Torb, Josh Danko.
Oh my!
I knew it.
You know, we didn't see it on Dorado, did we?
No, we did not. We're gonna be seeing TV playing the Sombra here, which I don't think we've seen him play this season. It could be pretty good at counteracting a Torb once he gets ulti.
Yeah, for sure, and just Sombra in general against you know, our team with Reinhardt or something like that is you know, get in the back line and do some shit, do good.
And he does hack the Reinhardt, but he falls immediately.
Yeah, it's not good. Dead push.
You wonder if they're gonna try to keep going here. TV can come back decently quickly, so they're just gonna try to get some ults, break the turret, and die.
Yeah, Evilite falling. Like, really mad, or sorry, 1 Dan, 1 Cup. needs to just kind of get in there and push. Like they have the advantage right now. There's no reason why they shouldn't be kind of trying to get into the grill of Mad Cow Disease. Yep. Zuki falls.
And
Destructive falls.
they just really need to reset and regroup here. I don't know exactly what the comms are like here. I just say it needs to be get out fast. TV.
Yeah, TV staggering himself. Oh no, he had.
He did have trends. Locate.
I should know that.
It's Sombra. You've never really killed her until you see her.
She doesn't die. You need to see the body.
Yeah. An ult to watch here. We haven't seen yet. It's Torbjorn ulti. See if he can get it. Like just enforce people to be separated.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, hey, for the first time, Mad Cow Disease is pushing with 6, and Destructive Dude is in the back line. The rest of the team is following slowly here. And a Kamehameha coming out of Zedekis. Orb ulti, what is on the map? That is gross. Justice coming out of Evilite, finding some people. Josh Danko is the first to fall with that Torbjorn. Hammer down on a Cruise Master does not find, he does find Destructive Dude, maybe? No, he does not.
No.
Rez on the Destructive Dude from Kazuki. And finally, TV is able to do the hack. Everyone is hacked.
But this might not matter.
Oh man.
This is a 2. Nope, now it's just a 1v3 as it will be forced back. The only thing they're getting really is Diva Mech.
Yeah, that looked pretty good originally for the push for Mad Cow Disease, but Destructive was just too far ahead of his team, it seems.
So TV swaps over to Roadhog.
It's something.
Maybe it's something just to try to do extra damage to the turret, but they already have Pharah for that, so I don't fully understand it. Oh no, Dano tries to ulti and dies.
Jeez, Evilite doing all sorts of work for Mad Cow Disease here. The point is overtaken by all sorts of members of Mad Cow Disease. Destructive trying to get to the back line. Uncle Doom just swinging its mates away. The Destructive bomb coming out of
It's you!
He finds both supports! Oh my god! The 3 tanks are left with Evilite to kill the rest of the team of 1 Dan, 1 Cup. TV, one of the last people to contest the point here. Dano making it back with the Soldier, and there is going to be no more fighting happening. Crystallize is going to try and contest. Destructive's there, but he knows to jump off.
Can he get out? Nope. He jumps into the wall.
Into the abyss.
Yep. And this will be 35 seconds. This is going to be a very last fight. We have to watch the ultis. Evilite pretty close to another rocket barrage. Zed has his ulti, so it's very close.
Yeah, this is. I mean, this is their last push, though. Mad Cow Disease, you know, ult advantage not necessarily in their favor right now, unless Evilite can get another rocket barrage that might overtake the point. But hey, fight's starting. Rockets are getting shot at Dano, and he's dodging them and healing like a boss. Destructive trying to be at the forefront of his team. He's squatting in front of the truck, waiting to jump, and he eventually jumps.
TV's down.
TV is down, and Dano is down too. That's a very big DPS down for Mad Cow, or sorry, 3 Dans. Wacky Tabaki, trying to shoot as many cannons. Cruise Master.
The Mercy goes in the back. She's dead.
Oh my god, those supports are up again, and the
lava
everywhere. Out. Oh man.
Torbjorn wins a map with 3 Dans, 1 Cup.
Oh, that is something else. Do you think Danko got it?
No. As Huckleton on the Zenyatta. You don't see Zenyatta too often. But
but this.
Q.
But this and the shield turn.
Look at all the healing. Gross and Qs everywhere. The fight's going. They win it. But
oh my word. Oh, that transcendence healing, man. Where are the upvotes for that?
Yeah, unfortunately for them, they do lose the map as they couldn't even take the first point. And I'm happy to see Torb do well. And it looks like 3 Dans aren't incompetent without 2 of their Dans. They can win maps, and they've shown it now against the best team, one of the best teams in Mad Cow Disease.
Yeah, I was gonna say objectively, right now they have the most wins in the game of the tournament. So I would say they're the best team currently.
Yeah, it's been pretty close. I believe they actually 3-0'd Bench Life last week. So
oh god,
this is they are a very scary team. It's not something easy to take down. I think it just shows how close these teams can be and how much the changes coming playoffs will matter as heroes like Roadhog coming back into the meta, heroes Reaper, anything like that.
Yeah, especially Kazuki's Mercy. You know, that getting that Valk so much faster because we've been seeing Kazuki Valked pretty much every single fight. Like she's been popping that over and over and over again, and getting that 15% faster for the future. Like that's yeah. If there's anyone who benefits or not, I mean Kazuki on Mad Cow Disease, I should say. I mean, who plays? No one plays Mercy on 3 Dance. I'm sorry, I switched
That
teams, but
plays
hey,
that plays Mercy, but
yeah, but
only
his
when he's on
Moira's
fire.
yeah, his Moira is doing all sorts of stuff in his Brig and
Yeah,
all that
he's
stuff.
he's definitely been doing well this match. I think a lot of teams actually lean on Mercy considerably a lot more than probably professional teams would, specifically for the res and for survivability in the sky. So just Mercy changes in general will just benefit them more. Like people like Checkers, Kazuki Beans, Zedicus. Our team, we have two Mercy players as well. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm excited to see it, as the meta will most likely change a little bit, but still a lot of comfort.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Man.
we will see Kazuki, I think, crashed. So we're probably gonna be a little couple minutes.
She's normally back pretty quick. You know, give her like 2 or 3. But yeah, these two teams, man. Again, 3Dans has really hit their stride. I'm right now opening up their, you know, past matches. You said that they 3-0'd actually, wait a minute. 3Dans, 1 cup.
No, sorry, no. Mad Cow Disease 3-0'd bench.
Ah, that's right. No, they got 3-0'd by bench.
Oh, they got 3-0'd
Yeah.
last week. Okay, I got the teams mixed up then. I knew one of them 3-0'd the other.
Yep. So, yep, Bench Life, you know, coming off their stride here, you know, 3-0 last week, but then they did lose 2 maps to Walmy maybe in week 7, 2 weeks ago. So it's kind of weird. Bench seems to be a little bit inconsistent. They seem like an ebb and flow team that's able to, you know, execute some spoony strategies, but sometimes it totally backfires.
Yeah, for sure. I think one of the main players of Mad Cow Disease, which we were talking about a little bit, is actually Kazuki. With the reses she goes for, can make or break team fights. That res at the end of Dorado, for instance, that brought back TV Junkie to ulti behind them all. It saved them the fight, I think. And you know, you give and take, because some of the reses you get are like at the end of the Eichenwald, where suddenly Torbjorn's in your face and blown up. So
Yeah, that's such a those minor plays, you know, just getting them off and delivering for the team is just kind of crazy. It's
yeah, it's a
baddie,
huge
man.
part. It's the baddie league. You gotta love it, or you know, you don't have to, but we do as casters. Actual. Indeed.
Man, well, okay, so Nepal, right? Who do we see play Roadhog on both these teams?
I think Josh Denko would be the road dog, because every single time I play with Josh Denko on Nepal, the Sanctum, he just loves this pick. And if you don't see him do well early, I think he'd switch, but him and unsure about Mad Cow Disease. Maybe TV?
Or
Crystallize or TV?
Yeah, I'm sure Destructive could play him too, but they probably want him on that main tank.
Yeah, I think the Brig worked to an extent, but I'd much rather see him going on the Rhine against Cruz.
Oh yeah. But hey, I'm just gonna say it now, if I don't see a Roadhog in the Bang Sanctum, they're not doing it right.
They're not doing it right, and I completely agree. The only thing that would make me not want to play Roadhog would be if a bunch of goats were running at me. Those things are scary. Man.
Dude, and it's so weird because one Dan, one Cup did such a good job executing the goat strategy. You know, they didn't get it for the first, I think, 2 or 3 pushes maybe, but after that stagger that they were able to get, the push that they did, leaving Zedicus on the cart and just dominating. Like, they were able to just from the cap of point 1 to the cap of point 2, they did textbook strat, and they just executed so well, and that gave them so much more time for that point 3. And They ended up capping.
Something I wouldn't be actually that surprised would be if Josh Danko played more Torbjorn, because
Oh, no.
I don't think it's that great. But on the small maps with the very the very square control points, if you can get your ulti and just lava all over it, then they can't touch, or they die.
Yeah, he's definitely seems to like some of the troll picks. I remember when Doomfist first came out. Well, not even when he first came out, but like in between the time where he came out and the time where Doomfist was like kind of seen as like competitive and good and accepted in the competitive community, he just wanted to play Doomfist all the time. So I could see Torb being the new flavor of the week for him.
Yeah. Something weird actually here. We're gonna be seeing Destructive Dude on the Tracer, TV on Arya, and Crystallize on main tank on that Reinhardt again. A bit of a switch up. I don't personally like it. I think TV will always outshine as a DPS next to anyone on this team. So
yeah.
We'll see how it
Destructive
works
Dude.
for them.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Destructive Dude on the Tracer. We're gonna see. He's probably trying to show off at this point. We don't know,
But they just lost a map. You can't show
well,
up.
I don't know what they're thinking. I have no clue. Danko,
Oh.
hey, he is on the Torbjorn team. He's the first good pick. As we call Destructive. Should be the next one. No, he's not. Crystallizes. Fight is going out on the point here, and they're forced back up without a shield. And 3Dans just absolutely trashes and takes the point and calls it their own. Helpatune's one of the last ones to get picked here at the end of this fight.
Yep. And we're talking. I don't talk too much about Torbjorn, but I don't want to talk too much about Torbjorn, but he's much more of a defensive character, so getting the first point is super important for him. I haven't seen his turret have that much impact, but it's definitely distracting him enough to force him to pay attention to it. So.
Yes, sir, indeed. And kind of a little bit of poke war here. Avolite trying to get all sorts of all charge, doing his pop, pop, pop. And Crystallize trying to get his team in. He's the first with the shield, but he's not shielding any of his teammates. But it doesn't matter. 3Dans is on the point and trying to defend it there as the fight is kind of breaking out. They do find TV Junkie with the Earth Shatter and the charge as well. But no one is
But the
done
counter
yet.
charge.
The counter charge from Crystallize is able to get more space for the team. 3Dans is looking pretty good on the... No, they're not actually. I take that back. Big pulse bomb from Destructive, as we said.
They're all down.
Big hammer down for Crystallize, and there is no one left to even say this is my point anymore on 3Dans, and the point is taken. Congratulations, Mad Cow and Destructive with a good pick with the pulse bomb. I think that found Dano.
Yep, it was straight onto him. He's just trying to prove us wrong here, saying he's a solid Tracer, and it was definitely a good stick from him.
Guys, like a DPS, I swear. Watch.
Yep, they do blow a lot of ultis there, so they're gonna have only McCree ulti coming up. Next to 3 ultis from the red side, I believe.
Yeah, 3Dans taking high ground. Danko trying to put a turret up, but it dies right away to TV Junkie, and they continue a slow but sure march to point. Cruise Master up in front of the team. Danko on the top, throwing the turret down. Zedekiss up there too.
Yeah, I want to see it. This Torbjorn ulti.
Pete all comes in, and the bomb comes from the
Let's go!
Right the 2 tags.
Wacky
Very
Tabaki.
big picks from Wacky Tabaki, and the Splooge is on the point. They are not going to keep this at all. Oh my gosh, Mad Cow is not looking too hot, but Destructive's in the back line trying to find QVP, but he can't. He can't find him, and he's doing the recall, he's doing the Tracer stuff. He's the last one alive. He does find Danko. Insult to injury, sure, whatever. I don't know.
Guys,
still contested.
kill him?
It's not capped yet. He does
They finally kill him.
finally get it. Oh my god. And they're too far up. They're too far up, and the turns tail. The Crystallized turns tail, and they all run away, and they're able to all live. No extra picks on the back end from 3Dans onto the Mad Cow Disease team.
Yeah, that a little bit embarrassing on the red side not to be able to kill the Tracer fast enough, but we've said before she's a small character, not the easiest to hit, and it was a decent stall from them. And they're gonna break ulti straight in.
Yeah, Huckletune making sure his team is healthy and armored to get in there. And the nano boost going on to Zedekiss on the brink,
Oh.
and that's a pretty good choice. People of Mad Cow Disease are not really doing that hot. Huckletune falling, Crystallized falling. The rest of the team is way on the high ground here. Destructive trying to find some picks. He's not even really doing too much. Evilite falls. Kazuki gets the res, but dies to Danko's turret in the process in a grab out of TV.
Yep, this is just all really none for want, if that's even a phrase, as the one Dans one cup takes the first point with this Torbjorn pick. Oh man, I would be tilted if I was on Mad Cow right now and losing to this.
Yeah, and you know, they switched it up. They put destructive on the tracer. Was it worth it? It didn't seem like it. Yeah, destructive now on the Junkrat. It looks like he's showing it.
Yeah,
You
they
know?
still have some time to choose between TV looking like he doesn't want to tank anymore. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them swap, or they might just run triple DPS. I've seen them do that before. So this is a very emotional team.
It is, but you know what really bothers me? We're on Bang Sanctum and there's no Roadhogs to be seen.
Well,
I'm
I said Josh Danko would probably be on it, but he's loving this Torbjorn right now.
Flavor of the week, man.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, as his turret goes down again.
it's broke. Felix Rocket coming out, finding that. And you know, the bridge side is found by 3Dance1 Cup. Wacky Tavaki trying to charge TV Junkie on the far side, on their side, but the point is very, very definitively in control of Mad Cow Disease. Huggletune finding a stun on Cruise Master. A charge from Crystallize, not finding anyone. Oh. Another charge deep into the cove, and
he dies for it.
Evil Light on that Reaper here. This is going to be a very, very big pick against this team here, and the contest is still going on. Both teams fighting all over the point. It's about even. And shit's just hitting the fan. All members of 3Dance1 Cup does not look too healthy right now in Danko. He is leading the pack with the first one to die.
Yep. And just slow and steady went the race. Destructive Dude had a nice flank on some members there. Killed the turret, killed Diana. Unfortunate that they couldn't capitalize off it. I think Cruz was the first one who just kind of charged a little bit too far into 4 enemy members, so he died immediately.
Yeah, that was a really ballsy. That was one of those moments where I tell members of my team to unbind shift after I see someone do that. It was ballsy. I liked it, but I don't like it. Don't do it again, Cruz.
We're going to be seeing some immediate swaps actually out of the red side as Josh Danko off the Torbjorn onto a Junkrat, Dano onto a Soldier.
No more flavor of the week here as 3Dance1 Cup is trying to take the small room into the cove, and a charge comes out of Crystallize, and he's going to die just like Cruise Master did, and the ult comes out of him, but it doesn't find anyone because he couldn't complete it. And oh my god, the ults are coming in from 3Dance1 Cup, and the swinging hammers on the Huckletune. Rally is able to keep their team a little bit healthy, but they are not looking
Watch
too
the
hot.
tire though, as it's going to be coming behind them.
It dies!
Oh, Josh Danko!
Something. Oh man, Zedekis is trapped and dies. DB Junkie.
Huge Earth Shatter though. It picks up 2.
Oh my god, Chris!
No!
Killing Pete on the point. There's no one left for the 3Dance1 Cup from the cove. Wacky Tobacco for last one to die.
Yeah, if you're a Destructive Dude right now on the Junkrat, you're loving what they're doing because they're all just in this tiny little funnel, and he's all the way back, just having pot shots for days. They do pretty much use every single one of their ultis though, so we'll see if this Diva Bomb can find anything. Wacky Tobaki's been pretty clutch with them, but this might be the last fight.
Last fight of Band Sanctum here as Cruise Master giving his team a little bit of space. They have about 10 seconds to get onto the points, and he is finally getting onto the point to contest as the rest of the team is kind of staggered here. They're kind of grouped. The healers are with Cruise Master. Danko trying to find people. TV Junkie is killed by Danko. Cruz is killed by... Oh my god, the Diva Bomb does not find anyone, but makes him hide to give enough space to get onto the point here. Zedekis and Cuban Pete, the 2 healers, are the only ones really contesting. Tabaki doesn't actually get onto the point there, but he's not going to be able to do much as Evil Light is sucking the life out of everyone on the point, and that wins the game. We're going to round 3.
Yep, round 3, and if I was Redans right now, I wouldn't be too nervous. I think that would be the least favored map for them if they are wanting to keep running this Torbjorn comp, because Torbjorn generally likes the longer spaces, the long sight lines for his turret to do work. So we'll see what they decide to run, as everything they tried just got stuffed.
I mean, like you were saying with the Torbjorn, long sight lines, high skies, especially if there's going to be a fair on the team, you know, might be an option, but we see when he's locking.
Not long sight lines. Close sight lines. Close into your face, break your face, Doomfist. I couldn't think of any way to rhyme it.
Oh man, not necessarily what we were expecting, but... Well, yeah, we're kind of expecting.
Oh, right. A goat's comp.
Oh man, yeah, Goat's coming out of Mad Cow Disease here, and they're kind of just dominating the point. No one is really too hurt, as Cruisemaster is the first one to fall on the offense or defense, I don't know.
Red side.
Whatever side, red side. Danko also falls. There's no one left, and they're capping the point. Mad Cow Disease definitively takes this with the Goats comp, and given the name Goats for a reason.
Mad Cow Disease, they're just playing way more cohesive. All 6 are targeting the same person. And right there, you just saw Cruz get picked off by himself, and then Josh Danko kind of by himself, because that's what Doomfist does. And see if they can find any picks actually this time.
Yeah, big fight occurring on the
There's
point
one.
again. Danko almost dead. The grab already coming out of TV Junkie. Not looking too good again for 3 Dance 1 Cup. Goats keeping the name. Buddy, holy crap.
A lot of kills for them, completely off of the back of TV Junkie's ulti. He found both supports, and good job off of him. QMP unfortunately did not have his beat yet.
Dano? Dano died? What? What?
Dano Isakazuki very late.
Where was
Gonna be
that?
giving an extra 5%. Huckle Toon rallies started this off. Give his team extra armor for the oncoming team fight.
Yeah, just more tankiness for the tank comp.
Yeah. Try to make it harder for Doomfist to do his thing.
Yeah, Doomfist not really a good pick in my opinion here, but he does have the Space Jam thing going on. The hammer down coming out of Destruction March, a lot of members. Mad Cow Disease is just dominating. No one looks too healthy on the 3 Dance 1 Cup, and the res does get off. Evelite, hammer down coming out of Cruisemaster, finds all sorts of people, and he's swinging away, charging, doing damage, but he doesn't have a lot of teammates to help him attack. And Goats just overpowering the point. No one died. Okay, I take that back. Lucio died.
So, a couple of things about it. We talked about Mercy changes soon, but right now she doesn't have the healing output that she'll have post those changes. So I don't think she's a great pick. I think Doomfist is fine into it, but he's kind of the only counter to Brig right now.
Yeah, okay, 8 seconds, 7 seconds to get onto the point. Cruisemaster kind of slowly approaching with the rest of his team.
Oh, nice sleep.
Trying to get, but he gets stuffed. But Wacky is able to get onto the point for the test, and this is where the fight breaks out. They need to win. They have that shield for the Lucio. The Diva Bomb comes out, but it doesn't find anyone. It keeps people away from the point. And the grab coming in, trying to take it. Good, Mad Cow Disease wins it.
Yeah, a little bit anticlimactic, unfortunately. They just had the better ult advantage. They didn't have to use many in their fights. A lot off of the Zarya grab and stuff like that. They just outperformed them. Well done to them.
Yeah, well done, especially to TV Zarya. But hey, Crystallize, I'm sure it's one of the many Earth Shatters we've seen out of him for this series here.
Ooh,
it is, of
this
course.
is at the very end.
Oh man, it goes through a Lucio shield and just, he swings away. That is so much damage.
Yep, this is what you do as Reinhardt. Left click, keep going. Just keep left clicking. You'll get them all. 26 kills for him, 23 objective kills. Only one more off of the Diva, so it's just, they were playing very coordinated. Very good job off there.
Yeah, bonkers. What a match here. But we end this match. 3 Dance 1 Cup is able to steal the map off of Mad Cow Disease here. And yeah, that was some Overwatch there. So hey, everyone in the audience, if you want to watch more of it, Casting Couch is playing Bench Life Zach and Cody for our last match of the night. Stay tuned.
See you there.